everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today, the last day of 2022, good riddance to 2022 in general. I finally have my finale for my Pan That palette for this year. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. I was painting this along with Dannie, and Courtney. Dana and Courtney are on Instagram only, whereas myself and Dannie were on both YouTube and Instagram. I'm going to have those beautiful ladies listed down below if you want to go check them out and see how they fared with their palette. I know that Dannie posted her finale already. I have not watched it as of the time that I am filming this, so I didn't hear all of her details, though I have a feeling I know exactly how her palette went. I watched as it was slowly disappearing over the year, and I'm sure she just knocked it out of the park. So here I am with the end of the day, or end of the year, just looming right over me, and I got the old Sultry palette right here. Not sure how I feel about this. I know how I feel about the palette. I'm ready to be done with this palette. I am so ready to be done with this palette. So what I am going to do is I am going to show you a montage of where this palette was at the very beginning of the year, where it's been throughout the year, though there were some missing updates in there because for about 4 months I didn't wear any makeup, and you know how that goes. So yeah, let me show you where this palette has been. And this is where I am with my palette right now. I absolutely cannot believe it. I will not miss this. I will not miss this palette. I am so glad it is done. I can't even explain to you my, I don't want to say hatred for this palette. Dislike maybe. Like, I didn't hate pan it, but the more I used it, the less I liked it. I don't know how other people feel about this palette. There were a few good shades in here. The standouts for me were, well, Fresh was a matte cream. That was like a nice shade. I use those like they're going out of style. Pearl was too chunky. I wasn't feeling that one. Steampunk was nice, a little dark to use as an all-over lid shade for me, as I have like the world's darkest look on my eyes right now. I was bound and determined to finish the last two shades. I have a lot of Slate and Noir, and then I have an eyeshadow, a liquid eyeshadow from Physicians Formula over top of it. Yeah, I normally wouldn't go for this super dark look, but you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. So Slate and Noir, the tiny little bits that I had left this morning, are on my eyes, on my eyelids right now. So yeah, Rose Quartz was nice. Ember was nice. Bloom, I could have done without that one. I wish I had known about frankening Bloom and Slate together earlier, because I could have knocked that baby out a lot quicker. Birch, I liked the shade, but look at the rust. I mean, it's nasty. It is, and there's no reason for that. Anastasia Beverly Hills, you should be ashamed. That's all I'm going to say. Cinder was okay. I wish it was lighter. Twig was a really good shade. That was very versatile for me. Very easy to use. Again, more rust. Teak, I actually did really enjoy Teak. It was like a reddish, dark brown shimmer. Like that one a lot. Dystopian, it was fine. Cyborg was a standout for me. I really like Cyborg, which is crazy because I don't like silver shades, but Cyborg was like a taupey silver kind of shade, and that was probably, Twig and Cyborg were probably my two favorites in this palette. Slate, I could have done without. It was a little too cool for my liking of a gray. And Noir, it was, for a black eyeshadow, it was actually quite lovely. Very pigmented. It really is a very good black shadow. I just, you know, after you pan so many black shadows and like you starting pretty much brand new with a black shadow, you get tired of it. So I mainly used it as to set my eyeliner. Wow, words, Jessica, because I have very hooded lids. I know a lot of people are like, no, you don't, but I really do. When I open my eyes, you can't really see my actual lids, like the movable lids. All you see is this right here. So I have to set, if I'm using a eyeliner pencil, I have to set it with a shadow. Otherwise, it will transfer up on my brow bone area, this fleshy part here. So that's primarily how I used Noir. I did use it to like darken outer V's. You know, I used it how most people would use a black shadow, but it takes a while. So this past month, I've been doing a lot of really dark looks, which is not my preference. Like, I don't hate it. It's just not like my thing. But I'm glad it's over. I'm so glad this palette is over. Once I do my end of the year makeup empties, it's going right in the trash because I don't even want to see it anymore. I can't even like reuse my pans because they're rusty. I had rust in a little bit in, nope, that's not it. Through Bloom was fine. Birch was the absolute worst for rust. I had a fair amount of rust in Twig. I have a small amount of rust around the edges of Dystopian. I don't know if other people had that or not. Just the tiniest little bit in Slate and Noir. I can see where it is starting to look like it's corroding a little bit. There's no rust there yet, but you can see where the surface of the pan is actually starting to look a little compromised. So yeah, I'm very disappointed in the state of the pans from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm so over it. I'm glad it's done. And yeah, good riddance. I actually have a dupe of that palette. And many moons ago, years ago, when I got both of the palettes, I had did a comparison, one on one eye and the other palette on the other eye. I actually liked the dupe better than I liked the ABH Sultry palette for most things. I think there was like 1 or 2 shades that I liked ABH better, but most of them I liked better in. I think it's Alter Ego Temptress palette, which I still have in my collection. So yeah, I'll know how to pan that when it comes time because I learned all the tricks with this one. All right, I am going to wrap this up. It is the end of the year. I'm actually filming this really late on the 30th. So I basically, as soon as I shut this camera down, I've got to edit, upload, and get it ready for you guys by midnight. And it is almost 11 p.m. right here. So I am going to wrap this up. Definitely go check out Dana, Dannie, and Courtney listed down below. I'm very excited to be bringing you a new Pan That palette coming up on the 1st because you'll be seeing this on the 31st, New Year's Eve. And I have my Fantastic Ladies Pan That palette theme on the 1st. Trying to remember what I have for the 2nd. And then I have something else exciting, kind of like another Pan That palette-ish, on the 3rd, and that's a collab. I got a lot of exciting intros coming up. I'm very excited for it. I'm gonna have my empties for December. I'm gonna have my year of makeup empties coming up. All the good things, but lots of intros. Wow, Jessica, words. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.